Welcome, friends. We're gonna do some yoga for those weird days when you wake up and it feels like you slept wrong. This is the perfect class for that. So let's start seated, and you can sit in a cross-legged position. So rather than bringing your feet in, try to take your feet out for more of a square shape. So your ankles are almost underneath your knees. Sit up tall, bring your hands to your knees, close your eyes, deep breath in, deep breath out. Just take 3 deep breaths here to tune into your body and tune out the noise going on outside of this room. And this is the breath that you'll keep throughout the rest of this practice as well. And then as you continue this breath, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And this may be enough of a stretch on your left side, or you can gently press your head and reach your left arm out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. And then release your head. Bring your head back to center. Just do this same stretch on the opposite side. You'll drop your left ear to your left shoulder, and you can stay here if this is enough of a stretch on the right side, or reach your right arm out. Gently press your head towards your shoulder. Slow deep breath in. Long deep breath out. Ooh, I really feel that. And then bring your head back to center. This time drop your chin to your chest, and you're just gonna drag your chin to your right shoulder. Bring it back to your chest and then to your left shoulder. So we're just drawing a half circle. If you want to go all the way back, you can. Just go side to side very slowly. Keep breathing. One more time each side. And then gently bring your head back to center. So to your chin and back up. Now move to your hands and knees for cat-cow. This is a general warm-up before we get into down dog. So spread your fingers wide underneath your shoulders. Take your knees hip distance apart so you're in a flat back. Like if I was going to put a bowl of soup on your back, it would stay. Okay, so nice and flat. And then inhale, drop your belly. Let your spine grow saddle back. Look forward. And then as you exhale, reverse the circle. Round your spine. Bring your chin to your chest. So move breath to movement. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your spine. Come back to a flat back and then reverse it. This time, inhale, round your spine. Bring your chin to your chest. Exhale, drop your belly. Inhale, round your spine, chin to your chest. Exhale, drop your belly. One more time. All right, come back to a flat back, this time into plank pose. So tuck your toes, lift into a high plank. Anytime you need to rest, you can drop to your knees again. Anytime you need to come out of it, you'll come back to your plank. So press the floor away, extend for the crown of your head, press your heels behind you, draw your belly in. If you're shaking, it's good. It means you're working for 3. Downward facing dog in 2 and 1. Downward facing dog. You'll lift your hips up and back into an upside down V. So your hands are as wide as your mat, or at least shoulder width apart if you don't have a mat. Your feet are hip distance apart. Put a small bend in your knees. Relax your head. Look to your knees. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You can also pedal out your legs. That'll stretch out your calves and your hamstrings. Get all that tightness out of your hips. And we'll move around to stretch that out as well. But first, inhale, come back to plank. So we're waking up our core. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Try it again. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. You've got it. Inhale, plank. Or tabletop as well. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now look forward to your hands. Walk your feet to your hands. Take your feet as wide as your mat or wider than your hips and grab your elbows. Drop your head gently, sway side to side.
This is ragdoll or forward fold. Just let all that negative energy fall onto the floor. So completely relax your head. Look to the wall behind you. Make sure there's a small bend in your knees. And you can change the crossing of your arms. Bring the opposite arm in front. So our goal is to be balanced on both sides. And then to come up to standing, drop your arms down, bend your knees a lot. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time so that your head is last to come up. Yay. And then step your feet together, or at least hip distance apart, and bring your hands together in prayer. So remember that breath that we did at the beginning? Take 3 deep breaths here. Close your eyes, tune inward again. And then let's add a little bit of movement to this. So drop your arms to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up. So stand tall like a mountain. Exhale, side bend to your right side. Bring your right arm to your right leg. Stretch your left arm over to the side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, side bend to your left side. Bring your left arm to your left leg. Reach your right arm over. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. So swan dive, like you're going to reach for your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Put your hands on your shins. Come to a flat back. Exhale, squat and curl. So put your hands on the floor. Lift your heels and round your spine. So now you're like in a squat, right? You're going to try it again, and we'll step back to plank on this second round. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, side bend to your right side. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, side bend to your left side. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So hands to your shins. Exhale, squat and curl. Hands down, lift your heels. So this time, come halfway up. So find your halfway lift. Hands to your shins. Step back to plank. Okay, plant your hands, walk your feet back. We remember our plank. This time, use your tippy toes to shift forward and go past your wrists, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Point your toes into your mat. Try to lift your thighs, look forward. So feel the back bend. And then back to downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a breath here. Feels good to move. So reset, spread your fingers wide. Find your alignment in your feet, so at least hip distance apart. Inhale, lift your right leg up, come into a split. So we're lifting your leg high. Woo. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot in between your hands. Doesn't make it? You step it halfway, grab your ankle, and place it there. Look forward, lean forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach up. So hold and breathe here. Sink down into a lunge. So my hips are forward towards the top of my mat. Lift your back heel over the ball of your foot and sink down. Reach your arms up. 3 big breaths here. And it always helps to look at one spot. It helps with your balance. All right, this time inhale. Exhale, goal post your arms. So from the front, it looks like this, like football. Look up, lift your heart, open your throat to the ceiling. Well, now it's become a back bend. Inhale, back to crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hands, step your foot back. Try it on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot in between your hands. Remember, if it doesn't step forward, place it there. Inhale, crescent lunge. Press down to reach up. Hold and breathe here. Sink down. So points of my hips are towards the side. Sink down, straighten your back leg. Reach up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So try to slow down and lengthen your breath. Okay, inhale. Exhale, goal post your arms. Remember that goal post. This time, look up, open your throat to the ceiling. Test your balance. You can do it. All right, inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step back. This time, inhale, plank, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Point your toes into your mat, lift your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Maybe two. You're gonna add on, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, baby back bend. Look up. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. So line up your feet, your right toes point out. Your back foot is like parallel to the edge of your mat. Line up your feet, heel to arch. So draw a line. Look to your right fingertips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slow down again. Now keep the bend in your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, flip your palm up. And come into a side bend. Look up to your thumb. Yay, nice job. Inhale. Exhale, side angle pose, right forearm to your thigh. Stretch your left arm up to the sky. Lean back, look up to your thumb. So we're not leaning forward, we're leaning back like we're gonna sit back against the wall. Breathe into your side body. Press through your back heel. And then inhale, warrior two, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So right foot meets your left foot. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps in between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge, come all the way up. We'll take a breath here, sink down, reach up. Straighten your back leg, inhale. Exhale, baby back bend, goal post your arms again, look up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Back heel down, reach your arms wide. So line up your feet, lift to your fingertips, breathe here. So stretch your arms as far as you can. Roll your knee to your pinky toe. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend your left knee, reach your left arm up, come into your side bend, look up to your thumb. So you're breathing into your left side ribs here, opening up the spaces in between your ribs. And then come into side angle pose, left forearm to your thigh, reach your right arm up. Again, lean back, look up to your thumb. All right. Woo, I feel that through my feet. Inhale, warrior two, come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms, step back. Inhale, plank, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Yay. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. And on your exhale, bring your hands together in prayer. So we're going to open up into tree pose and into warrior three. And into standing splits, option for a handstand. You can stay at any point. You can stay in tree, you can stay in the splits, whatever you want, okay? So ground down with your left foot. Turn your right knee out to the side. Put your foot on your shin or your inner thigh. Look at one spot in front of you. So don't look at me or another person, just look at an object. If you fall out of it, come back, try again. Hold for three, warrior three in 2 and 1. So you'll bring your knee forward and then stretch it behind you. I turn to the side. Lean forward, look at one spot on the floor. Balance here for 3. Hands to the mat, 2 and 1. Bring your hands down, kick your right leg up. So stay here on your fingertips or plant your palms, look between your hands, hop up. Practice your handstand hops. All right, when you're ready, come back to standing. So press down through your feet, hands to your hips, flat back. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, relax. Try it on the other side. This time your right foot stays down. And you're welcome to hold any of those poses that we just did as long as you like. This is just sort of like, this is a guide to get you, get you where you want to be. So put your foot on your shin or on your inner thigh. Hands in prayer, find your tree. Look at one spot again. Slow down. Okay, hold here for 3, warrior 3 in 2, and 1. You'll bring your left knee forward and then stretch it behind you. I have to move because there's a wall. But take this in a warrior 3, lean forward. Look at one spot on the ground. For 3, standing splits in 2, and 1. Bring your hands down. Stay on your hands, relax your head, look to your shin, or plant your palms, look between your hands, hop up. And your goal is just to practice landing softly. All right, to come up, feet together, hands to your hips with a flat back. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, relax. Good job, you made it. Okay, so come back to standing, back into your flow, and into, we're gonna do Lolasana. I'm very excited. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, side bend to your right side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to your left side. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Yay, just like the beginning. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. So hands down, lift your heels. This time, have a seat on your sit bones and come up into boat pose. Okay, so for boat pose, as you sit on your sit bones, knees together, hands underneath your knees, sit up tall, breathe. So the goal is just to keep sitting up, okay? Another option is to float your feet, like that, from the side. Like this. All right, for more challenge, reach your arms out, look up, spread your toes. Yay, 3, 2, and 1, release. Now from here, grab 2 blocks, put them beside you. You're gonna do scales pose first. So cross your feet, hands on the blocks beside your hips. You can also just put your hands on the floor, press your hands down, lift your hips. Try to float one leg, the other, and release. One more time. Switch the crossing. One day I'll lift. And release. Try boat pose again. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Not lift your hips, lift your legs. Option to lift one leg, the other, or both. Big toes together, spread your toes, reach your arms out. Keep breathing, shaking is good, just like plank here. This is core work. And release. Oh man. Okay, now grab your blocks. We're gonna sit on our feet this time. Okay, so take your time, have a seat. Put the blocks beside your hips. Okay, if you don't have blocks, just practice sitting on your feet. That's already a lot of work, okay? So hands on the blocks. You're gonna press your blocks down. Let me turn to the side. Okay, press your blocks down. Try to lift your knees. Bring up the tops of your feet. 3, 2, 1. Woo, take a breath. We'll try it one more time. So remember, you can just sit here, practice sitting on your feet, sitting up tall, or hands on the blocks. Press your blocks down, lift your knees, maybe lift your toes, and release. We'll get there one day. Great job if you did it though. Come back to downward facing dog. Pedal your knees. And then inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, half pigeon, bring your right knee forward. So your foot is down, stretch your left foot back. This is called half pigeon. So walk your hands back, lift your chest up. It's probably like one of the most requested poses ever. So stay in the center of your hips. Use blocks to help guide you, although you don't need them necessarily. You can stay up or fold. Soften your face, soften your jaw. Let's take 5 breaths here. Slow, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Okay, walk your hands back, lift your chest. Come back to downward facing dog. You'll tuck your toes, lift up. So lift your back knee, come back to down dog. Shake out your legs. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, half pigeon. The left knee comes forward. Stretch your right leg back. So the top of my foot is now down. Walk your hands back, use blocks or not. Find the center of your hips. Remember tabletop, where we keep a flat back. This is where you want to keep center of your hips. Okay, so stay up or fold. Soften your face, soften your jaw. Slow, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. So find center of your hips even while you're resting here. Soften your face again. And we'll come out of it together. Walk your hands back, lift your chest, down dog. So tuck your right toes, lift your knee, left foot steps back. Shake out your legs. All right, lower to your hands and knees. Knees to one side, hips to the opposite side. Lie on your back. We'll close out with bridge or wheel, your choice. So lie on your back. Bend your knees, rest your hands beside your hips. Look at one spot on the ceiling. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, bridge. Feet down, lift your hips up. So hands beside you or interlace your hands underneath you. Or if you're very open, you just need the practice, go into your wheel pose, hands beside your ears. Tuck your hands in by your ears, press your feet down, lift up, wheel, or full back bend. And then slowly come back down, crown of your head first, lower your hips, and rest. And we always rest after we do back bends, at least on my channel. So either feet together and knees wide, or knees together and feet wide. So either one, bring one together. Right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart, close your eyes, rest. That's like a firm rule, is after we do these big extreme back bends, we rest. So when we do a gentle back bend like cobra pose, or today we did upward facing dog, you don't have to rest, because usually you're okay. It's just, a nice pop in your back or nice opening through your shoulders, through your chest, and then you can come back to down dog and keep going. For these big back bends, take as much rest as you need. So keep resting, or this time take windshield wipers with your feet wide, go side to side. Whew. All right, and then you can move this into a twist. So as you drop your knees over to the left, pick up your left foot, cross your left foot on top of your right thigh. So you're pressing your hip down. It's kind of a twist too. So reach your right arm out, look to your right hand. So look in the opposite direction of your knees. And you can take any other twist, like a regular twist where you stack your knees. You can hug your legs in. Feel free to add on. Like I said, these are just, my ideas. So feel free to add your own. And if you ever need some private lessons, I do have a Zoom yoga studio where I have a couple of clients come in and take class. We all take class together. It's you know, just 30-minute classes, very nice, relaxing, and it puts you into a routine of practice. You also get to make fun friends. So uncross your feet, switch sides, drop your knees to the left, to the right, and then cross your right foot over your left leg, look to your left. Slow, deep breath in, long, deep breath out, and then just repeat whatever shape you took on the first side, repeat that on this side. So if you did like figure four legs, oh my goodness, I love that stretch. Figure four, or you can stack your knees. Relax your face, soften your side body. All right, and then take another few breaths here, and we'll move into our final pose. If there's any other movement you feel like you need to take, please take that. Uncross your feet. I like happy baby. You can hug your knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. It's usually when I teach this in a in-person class, there's always like a little bit of laughter because it's kind of funny doing these poses, but you can also bring your feet together. But it's so effective for your hips. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze your knees in or forehead to your knees. Inhale, exhale, release. And get as comfortable as you can for final relaxation. Stretch your legs long. Take up some space, reach your arms to your sides, let your palms face up, and chin to your chest. Close your eyes, rest. And please stay here longer. If you'd like more time, if you're ready to come up, wiggle your fingers and toes. I encourage you to stay here for about 5 minutes. If you're ready to come up though, roll to one side and then help yourself up. So slowly come up. All right, come up to seated and cross your legs, hands to your knees, sit up tall. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in the next video. Namaste.